So that is the question. Are factory accessories worth it? Now, if you ever look this stuff up, I mean, most manufacturers offer some form of accessory. Could be a roof rack, could be floor mats, could be performance parts. They all have kind of come and gone, and I've talked about this before. You know, you could have got a ZL1 shifter, a Hurst shifter for your Camaro and put it in, and it would have upgraded your SS. You could have gotten different things that are branded performance or luxury or chrome, and it, you know, is just an extra add-on. They're not options like people seem to go with. Like factory rubber floor mats, like heavy duty, like WeatherTech looking ones, but they say Ford or GM on it. Those weren't usually like a option that came from the factory. That was a dealer installed option, a little different. But either way, no matter what the nuance is, you wonder, are they worth it? Because they're really expensive usually compared to if you go look at AutoZone for rubber floor mats or Summit Racing or where Amazon. And most times what you get from the factory accessory is a little better quality, sometimes a rebranded part, but for the most part they're pretty darn good because they do sometimes carry a warranty. They do have to meet the standards, especially if it's something like an exhaust system or something like that. They're not going to hack off the factory stainless exhaust and put on something that's worse or cheaper usually. My Subaru had a SPT exhaust, which was upgraded Subaru exhaust, put on right at the dealership, right when it was brand new, which is crazy to me to hack off a brand new exhaust system off of a brand new car, but it's what it is. But today, working on my Malibu. I have a 2012 Malibu. Super low mileage, and you know, the accessories for that car, they were out there. You could have gotten everything from cargo nets to you know, the floor mats, to they even sold like factory paint match like lip spoilers for the back of the trunk deck, like trunk deck spoilers. So lots of different things were available at the time. Remote start was like an upgraded option. Just different weird things that like you wouldn't. I don't know how many people actually bought them, but they were in the catalog. Now, current times is a 2012 Malibu accessory from GM, a Chevy branded one, really worth anything? I mean, not really. Nobody wants that stuff. So you start to find it if you can get the part numbers out and about. This one, case in point, they're probably still out there. This box arrived. This is from eBay. And if you look up this part number, this is the upgraded Malibu exhaust tip. Don't know why you would want that other than looks. It's not going to make it do anything different other than just look better. It was like 20 bucks on eBay. And for a GM approved quality part like that, that's a pretty good deal. And just for fun, I picked it up for this video. Here it is. I mean, it's nothing fancy. It's literally an exhaust tip, and it's got the brake in it as you clamp it down. It squeezes down. It's like a nice rolled tip on there. It's got the Chevy bow tie, and this is going to replace our factory chrome tip, which is a little smaller than this. Again, just aesthetics. I don't even know. I couldn't dig up how much this cost from the factory, like when the car was new. I'm going to guess at least $50 to $100. So being 20 bucks, it was kind of a fun little add-on. What they gave you with that though is the really nice exhaust tip, which is on par with, you know, any exhaust I've ever put on. A nice little clamp here, not just a cheap, you know, one. And then you have instructions. I have found that these instructions, you can work your way through it, but they're usually meant for it to be like a dealer installed thing. I did on my wife's Jeep Renegade factory LED interior lights, like mood lighting, and those instructions were not included. I had to find them. It was almost like you had to know how to access the dealer computer system and that whole deal. So but either way, if you can find them on a deal, sure, but like when you can buy, let me go two ways with this. First off, if you're gonna be in like, you know, a dealership and they're giving you the price and they're saying, hey, to close the deal, we'll throw in the deal a roof rack for you and you get some kind of discount on it, sure. You have to keep in mind though, if they're throwing that in there, there's a chance that's in your monthly payment, and the monthly payment on 3 years on a roof rack probably isn't a ton, so you won't really notice it in your payment. Going to the dealership and buying it straight outright, usually is going to be pricey. Probably can find a better deal somewhere else, but is the quality going to be there? You just don't know, because it's not like Chevy's making roof racks. They're buying it from a roof rack company, rebranding it, and putting it out there. So you have to be careful with it, is what I'll say. Unless you just like one-stop shop, you know your dealer, you know you trust them, the warranty, and then do it. But this is a fun one because if you can locate the part numbers for this stuff, 2000s, even 90s accessories from car accessory catalogs, and you can find them new old stock in the box like this, you could probably get a pretty good deal on it. My favorite, and I'll end with this, GM for a while would sell you a kit to put DVD headrests in the headrest of the main seat. So in the back you could watch a DVD. It had a flip out screen, put the disc in and do that. They were roughly $2,000 back in the day because the headrest matched the car interior color, had all the wiring, it was a direct plug-in, that's a perk of buying a GM accessory like that. Now if you can find it in the box, and for a weird car like a Traverse or even a Malibu, they offered that. Sometimes they can be had a whole setup for like $150, and it's still funny because you could buy 2 Kindle Fires for that, and you have something a lot better than just a DVD player, but being built in, and just kind of a neat little thing. So I'm going to show you what the tip looks like before and after here, and we'll end on that. But if you had a good experience or a good story about buying a factory accessory, comment below. If you've realized, yeah, I've spent that money and it wasn't worth it, comment below too. Tell us what you think about factory accessories. They're always fun to dig through that catalog and see what's available. A lot of times it's not much. Jeep's real big on that. It's something. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. And if you need a chrome exhaust tip for a Malibu or whatever, they are on eBay, and I'll put the part number below, because pretty good deal for a very nice chrome tip if that's your thing. All right, thanks a lot. Subscribe for more, and we'll see you next time.